Did you know that breakfast is the most important meal of the day? It depends how much strength you will have for the whole day, what mood you will have, and how you will feel. Many people like to skip breakfast, and this is very bad. It is necessary to change your attitude to food, stock up on delicious recipes, and start preparing healthy and tasty breakfasts from tomorrow morning. Like any other meal, breakfast should be balanced. It should include both protein and fats and fiber. All this is necessary to fill the body with energy, ensure digestive health, maintain muscle mass, and avoid feeling hungry for a large amount of time. What is the source of protein? Of course, the first thing that comes to mind is eggs. But eating them every day is just impossible. You can eat yogurts, especially Greek ones, dilute the omelette with legumes, like beans, or drink a glass of milk or add it to your porridge. What can be a source of fiber? Fruits and vegetables can guarantee a healthy start to the day. If you make an omelette with tomatoes and onions chopped there, you will get insanely tasty and nutritious. Do not forget about fats. You should cook any of your breakfasts with olive oil. I can offer you put a container with nuts on your table and take a couple from there every morning. Make smoked salmon sandwiches or add it to your scrambled eggs. What about food that need to be limited? Firstly, it is coffee, which everyone loves drinking in the start of their day so much. In fact, it only worsens health due to the high content of caffeine. If you love coffee and cannot live without it in the morning, there should be some food with it. Do not drink just it. Secondly, you should forget about the soda. It is better to limit consumption of such drink generally. Thirdly, drink only natural juices. Be careful with them. By the way, the best time for breakfast is 7 to 9 a.m. Exactly this period of time is perfect for food processing. In order to never skip breakfast, you need to plan in advance the list of products that you will need for recipes. Prepare breakfast in the evening or set your alarm clock early to make sure that you will do all and you will not late. And do not forget that breakfast should be varied. I will give examples of healthy and nutritious breakfasts that do not need to spend a lot of time. Smoothie. I think that a lot of people have heard about this breakfast. I will share my favorite strawberry oatmeal smoothie recipe. For it you will need 3/4 of a glass of oatmeal, 1 glass of orange juice, 1 glass of sweet delicious strawberries, 120 grams of yogurt. You need to take 2 and 7%. Also you can take honey. You don't need super skills to make smoothies. Take a blender, put the strawberries there, chop to small pieces. Then add other ingredients there and mix again quickly. That's all. Ready. You spent only 10 minutes, and got a delicious breakfast like in a cafe, which will help save energy for a long time. Try to make a delicious smoothie once and you won't be able to stop. Sandwiches. These sandwiches are based on rye bread. It has a fairly low glycemic index, so if you want to have a snack even late in the evening, then there will be no harm from such sandwiches at all. Take rye bread, 100 grams of curd cheese, 1 tomato, garlic, dill, salt and black pepper. Bread needs to be dried in a pan on one side. Rub the dried side with a clove of garlic. Tomato can be cut either into slices or circles and put it on a pre-laid curd cheese. Now sprinkle with dill and pepper. Add salt to taste, but do not overdo it, as the curd cheese is already quite salty. Delicious and healthy sandwiches are ready. Fried eggs in a bun. Take 2 buns, 2 eggs, 30 grams of butter, ham or sausage, 40 grams of hard cheese, herbs, salt and pepper. Cut off the top of the buns and take out the crumb. Brush the inside of the bun with butter. Add pre-sliced ham or sausage to each bun. Add an egg on top. Salt and pepper. Put in an oven preheated to 200 degrees for 15 minutes. Then remove from the oven, sprinkle with grated cheese and herbs and put in the oven for another 5 minutes. Of course, making such a breakfast takes longer than just a smoothie, but it will turn out much more appetizing. If you have breakfast with such dish, you will not want to eat for a long time. Fried eggs with peas. You will need 6 eggs, 3 tablespoons of peas and 1 tomato. Carefully crack the eggs into the hot skillet so that the yolk is intact. Lift the bowl slightly by the handle and spread the protein over the surface. Then take the young peas and add to the liquid protein. We must make sure not to damage the yolk. Salt to taste. It is necessary to cook such scrambled eggs on medium heat for 2 to 3 minutes. As soon as you see that the protein has turned white, remove the pan from the stove. Be sure to keep the yolk liquid. This breakfast can be not only tasty and satisfying, but also it can be beautiful if you decorate the plate with tomato slices and sprinkle it with olive oil before you start eating. This recipe can be quite complicated and lengthy compared to the previous ones, but it does not mean that we should skip it. Prepare yourself a delicious cheesecake in the evening so you can have a delicious meal without wasting time on cooking in the morning. Let's start. You need take 600 grams of cottage cheese, 3 tablespoons of sugar, 5 yolks, 50 grams of semolina, 350 grams of sour cream, 150 grams of raisins, vanillin on the tip of a knife. Soak the raisins in warm water for 5 to 10 minutes. Put cottage cheese and sugar in one plate and mix them until smooth. Add yolks, semolina and flour to the same container and then add vanillin, sour cream and raisins. Stir. It turns out some kind of dough. Pour it into the mold and bake for 25 minutes. Delicious cheesecake is ready. Using these tips you can make fast but delicious breakfasts for every day. Eat only tasty and healthy food. Do not forget to subscribe to this channel.